Alright, so just back to where we left off. So I love this little area here. Like, the reason why I love this is it's like I've always envisioned this was like a place people can kind of gather from your mod and just hang out here. I even thought it'd be cool to have some like unsavory looking, interesting characters like that are just screwing around, pissing off, playing cards. And I know I added this like cool little, map table, and I mean, I just thought that this area was like, to me, came out pretty cool. So there's some ideas here, like I could play with. And then here was interesting, um, like there was this guy, his name is DMT, and he just had some really like just out of the box insane ideas about Jorviskar, and like like originally had this whole thing just covered in moss and just like leaves and stuff, and he had this dragon on the top with some like stuff coming out. I might have even gone a little crazy with the extra magic and stuff. It's not necessary, but I did like they had like a dead dragon on top of here, and I just thought it was just really cool and special what he did. So I did like this area in general. I think for consistency purposes, these statues need to be updated to like the Witcher statue in the front. It's like you can't have like random Talos and replace your Talos. That doesn't make sense. So that's like something I would definitely do, and I think there's little things and stuff I could clean up here, but I love the idea of having this like really cool, fun Jorviskar that's like a little bit different. He was like super extreme and basically he built this whole thing into like a tree house. He does everything extreme, but I just love these. I just love the idea of the dragon on top of here and how cool that would be. And like the only other thing I could think of that might be cool would be like if somehow, I don't know. Actually, I'd like the dragon. I like it. It's okay. And I love this area coming up here, where, I could potentially do without these little statue guys in the back. I don't know, but I just love that it just kind of felt like a little bit different and interesting, and bones and interesting stuff you don't see all the time. Potentially I could do without these statue guys back here, but then this up here I think came out pretty nice, and this is your fire pit here, which I love, by the way. So that's that. There were other mods that like added to up here and stuff, but I tried to add them in and it just didn't really work out for me. So that's Jorviskar, and then up here, like I don't know. It's a little too much on Novelist. Like there is some cool features I like about it, but like some of it's a little bit too much. I don't mind this statue over here. I think that's okay. These statues at the entrance, okay, but not necessary. Like I'm okay with deleting them. I think they would be more than fine. Like like if these were not here, so that's that. This, if it's gonna stay, this comes from Enhancer as well. It needs to be like the rock's got to go down, and I would honestly just shrink the wolves because it's totally taking up like this other statue back here, and then I would pretty much entirely like delete this actually in the back. This is I think this is ugly. I would delete that and the other red crap here, but just so you can see through. I do kind of like this. Like another mod had this and I kept it. They basically shrunk this to add like a little something here For some reason, I liked it. Could I do without it? Sure, you know, but for some reason it spoke to me and I just put it in. I think this process here could be cleaned up. Like, she needs to be shrunken down a little bit. I think this is a little too big and obtrusive, and I think she needs to come down. But I think you could actually get rid of this statue entirely, and there's like this like other mod called Whiterun Deal. And the deal could just be like, it's just like this beautiful tree that kind of comes over the side and has like a little, you know, nest in it. I like that a lot. I think some of this stuff is a little like I don't know, like these pictures here. I could do without some of that stuff. You know, I almost would rather keep it clean. I don't mind these horses. I think that's okay. Fine. I mean, you know, you can delete that statue if you want it. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, you know, your area. Honestly, I thought your area up here was great. Like I couldn't really transfer the NPCs that you had properly. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't really do it. I loved what you did here. I loved there were orcs over here, and it just seemed like it was like a group of orcs waiting to, like, hanging on here that were just, you know, part of this crew, or were waiting to do something here in Dragon's Reach. I love that. Like, so I would love to just kind of get something over here going like what you had. I think your ideas were like brilliant. This was such a brilliant space. It was just ridiculous to me. I mean, when I saw that part up north, I just was like, this is the most amazing thing ever, and it just made me like love Whiterun even more. So you just did such a great job there. I don't mind this. I think this is an appropriate place for a bigger well than that other location, you know. This is fine, I guess. I liked this statue. I gotta move stuff around here, but I did like somewhere where there's these color things. There's overlap. I need to move around and stuff. This area, I mean, I think I copied this because it was interesting, and you know, it looks like, I'm like, oh, what is this exactly? You know, I like that there's coffins and things. I think this is a bit excessive back here. Could do without. I think this is definitely a bit excessive. I think we could do without. I love this area. It's like a little graveyard thing. I think you could even put a little graveyard attendant in here working, and you know, like he makes graves. I think that'd be awesome. And this area, I always felt like it was like severely underutilized, and I could put something up here. Because nobody uses this area in any mod. This was done by Big Head, and I just thought it was so cool. I had to put it in the mod. I was like, what a unique, like, different thing that is. And I just loved it. And Big Head has a lot of cool things. So I just wanted to showcase his mods, and I don't think he really gets a ton of attention, although he's like making attention now and making more mods. I hate this flora here. I hate all this. I tried to just put something here a long time ago in the beginning when I started modding, and I just hate everything. So I need to redo everything there. This area I think would be really cool. I'm not sure why that's like that. It seems really weird. But yeah, what is this? Well, something's going on over here, but I didn't realize that until now. Looks like meshes got upgraded, and it just changed the whole. It got applied to this. Okay, well, whatever. I always thought it'd be cool to add some players up here, like kind of semi-homeless, like kind of finding a place to live, like, you know, just some weird thing up here. I love and delete those too. I I always thought this was a really cool fountain, but I didn't know where to put it, and I'm not even sold on it being there. But something about fountains I like, and I think this was cool with the pillows and stuff. Kind of enhanced that area. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Like, I don't think there's much
You
else.
tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
You know, oh, there's an area over here. Maybe I haven't showed you yet. So, you know, this area I thought was pretty interesting. I got a little bird nest here, a special tree, a little place to have some stuff, another little booth, a couple other booths over here, and another little soup booth I took from another mod, and I just always thought it could be cool to have a bunch of, I don't know, like homeless types, but, you know, vagabond vendor type guys here, you know. And I think that's pretty much it. I've always hated this area. Like, I mean, it just seems like, I don't know, nobody really goes over here ever. I just think there could be this could be so much better, you know. So, anyway, that's that in a nutshell. You know, but so yeah, I would love to hear your opinion on stuff, and honestly, like, I would send you the mod. I would whatever it is you really wanted. I really value your opinion, and if for some reason you got motivated again and you want to maybe help me out with some things, I would more than like welcome that, because honestly, like, I've been trying to put a lot of work into this and have been generally very overwhelmed. And I'm flying by the seat of my pants, and you know, I just wanted, the end goal was to get like something tangible I could overlay over Novelist to show a lot of hidden things from mod authors that like didn't get a lot of recognition, but really had really beautiful, amazing things in Whiterun. And I just saw all these awesome mod authors that really really just impressed me over the years, and I just always wanted them to have a place like in my load order, and in my Whiterun. You know, so I just always also viewed it like, you know, hey, if for some reason I got something really special, I ended up with something like playable and very special, I could I could always ask the mod authors, like, you know, tell them what I was trying to do and highlight all their stuff, and maybe ask them for permission to, like, you know, post a mod or something one day, you know. And I would imagine they would give me permission, or the majority of them would. So, you know, I don't know. That's sort of what I was thinking. You know, how that fits in, I don't know. Here's a list of the Whiterun mods that they're using here. I mean, it's a very extensive mod list. Um, I just pretty much like have my two files, which is like my mod, and then the textures. Deal is a really interesting one, particularly focuses around the Dragon Reach and all the you know, the fountains and all that stuff. Way of the Nords is another one that has a lot of stuff. I always love the white dragon carving, so I always put that in my Whiterun mod. I just the one day I saw that, I had to have it. I do like the horse statues, but I don't like the one by the entrance, so I always remove the horse statue from the gate because I just think the one in the gate is kind of cheesy. Um, Novelist uses your interior combined with JK's interiors. So that's basically how that works. So I don't think they use your outside assets. I think that's what you saw in there was just my overlay on it. that I just used for my personal use. But I believe that the thing they do use is your interior merged with JK's interior, which I forgot to show you. I'll have to show you in another video. But if you've never seen that, it's like incredible. It's like the greatest interior of all time. Um, and for the longest time, you couldn't even make them work because there was like some problems with them and they would just crash. So you could get like one of them working and then two would crash, or like two of them working and one would crash. And I think they finally put enough work into the patches that they like you can actually have that now and have that in your game. And I think that between the two mods that merge between yours and his is like literally one of the most beautiful interiors of any of the places in Whiterun I've ever seen. So, okay, I think that's pretty much it. Like, here's some other stuff. There's probably some city mods, here associated with it too. Like, they have JK's Outskirts now, and they even have like Rin's Outskirts for Whiterun as well, and you can combine them both and do that. The only other really amazing mod that has come out in Whiterun that I just really, I don't even think it's possible to add to Novelist has been Jules made Whiterun Has Walls version 2, and that's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen as well for Whiterun. But I just don't have the patience to integrate this into the mod order yet. Um, but this Whiterun Enhancer is another big one. Gigi's Impoverished Whiterun's another big one. Whiterun Has Walls, big one. Outskirts, big one. Um, Dawn of Skyrim impacts quite a bit. Spaghetti has been stepping things up. Like he does a lot of clutter and like a lot of flag usage and stuff in a lot of cities. So he's been pretty interesting. Um, what else? I mean that's pretty much it. I mean I can get you also a list of some of the other mods that I've like used for inspiration and or copied assets from. Um, but that's pretty much the gist of the list there. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that was helpful. I'll upload these videos and send them to you when I get a chance.